Welcome back, everybody. I'm Giles, and this is Key Comic Books. Today, we're going to take a look at Absolute Superman #3. So we've got this out on the table, and we're going to do a read and review on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and take these glasses off, and we're going to take a look and see what we got going on here. I'll read this, and I'll give you a little bit of commentary and blow by blow as we go through this. So the cover is very yellow green, and it shows Superman's parents with Super Dog here on Krypton. And spoiler alert: if you haven't read 1 and 2, this is obviously a spoiler. And you find them on the planet that is slowly being destroyed, right? Or quickly. It just depends how you think about it. It took a long time to get there, but when it got there, it got there. And we're going to go through and I'll just read this out loud. First off, I think the artwork is quite good. I really enjoy this, and just some quick call outs. If I can find the all of that information in here. And they're not going to show all of the good stuff here. Maybe not. All right, we'll just get into it then. I was going to give a little credit to the author and writer and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Krypton. 6 years ago. As a child on Krypton, I was deemed too slow, too coordination challenged to qualify for the Law Guild Training Academy. Out of the way, runt! Yeah, apparently Superman was the least super of all the children on his planet, but he's pretty super here. School was always a challenge for me, so my grades were never going to be good enough to get me into the Science Academy. And we all know that the Science Academy is the ruling class on this planet. Show some of the kids, and they're speaking some language we can't speak. And here we go. Kal-El, no one could hear you report. Please see me after class, right? Because he's mumbling. And, they're all attending school virtually. And everybody's just kind of doing their thing and not paying attention. And Kal-El is trying to talk, but, he's not really doing it. Not that I wanted those things for myself anyway. I was happy in the Labor Guild. And the Labor Guild wears the S on their shirt there. Happy in the Redlands. And then you got his dog and some flying thing in a rock. The only two friends I had in the world were there. And since I was old enough to walk, we'd spend our days exploring the purple prairies and rolling pink hills of the Kryptonian countryside. And there's his parents, dog, and him. That was where I belonged. Quiet, still, as far from any city as you could get. All right, and then this makes me think a little bit of the Fortress of Solitude, but in red, right? That was the only home I ever wanted. Mom, did you bring the Telonox? I bet we can see all the way to Vega from out here. After we eat, Cal. Cal. Oh, that's the father. Cal, we wanted to talk to you about something, son. About where we're going fishing tomorrow, because I hear they haven't really been biting much lately at Cogo Lake. So maybe we had a message from your teacher. Oh, I've been through this at home myself with my son. She said you've been refusing to utilize the Science League's Luminarium. And the Luminarium, that's like the collection of all knowledge on Krypton. And it's the approved information, science information for your reports, that instead you're writing them yourself? Cal, you understand that when you do that, you're challenging 3,000 years of Kryptonian tradition. I know. I can't help it. My words make me happy. Theirs just are words. Well, it's affecting your grades and getting you into trouble at school. And your mother and I, we've talked a lot about this. And when it comes right down to it, we really have just one thing to say to you, Cal. Keep it up. What? Really? I don't care what your grades say. You're the sharpest, most caring kid in the whole world. We trust you to find your own path. We can't tell you it'll be an easy road going against the ways of the Science League. You know it won't. But you have to have your passion in life, Kal-El, wherever it leads you. Do that with all your heart, at all costs, and I promise you, you'll be unstoppable. I don't know what I want to do, but whatever it is, I already know where it'll lead me. He's really got that black hair and the blue eyes. Superman, right? Right here. Well, we know that's not going to happen. Um, Dad, did I say something wrong? No, Cal, not at all. Dad's just got some work to do. Let's get the tent set up, okay? We had been camping in the Rayo Mountains many times, but something was different about this trip. My father spent a lot of time taking samples from deep within the mountains. And at night, I could have sworn I heard my parents sobbing. Ever since his accident at the mine, my father had seemed distant, distracted. In the days after our trip to the Rayos, my parents became consumed with their work, more so than ever before. Mom was always in her garage building something. And when Dad wasn't at the mine, he seemed to be bringing his work home with him. We're going to need more sunstone, just to be sure. Laura, we don't have much time. The proof I've gathered is irrefutable. And what's going to happen? It could be months from now, or it could be days. We can't wait. I have to take my findings to the Science League along with your design. I know, Jor. I know you have to try, and I love you for it. But when the clerics laugh you out of the building or condemn you as a heretic, and then come here to take everything we've built, I need to know that we'll be done trying to reason with the people who don't respect our right to have a voice. Laura, you ruff, 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 ruff. Okay, the dog's all like, what's going on? Crypto? What is it, boy? Growling up under the brutal red sun of Krypton, growing up under the brutal red sun of Krypton, there was always danger. Tornadoes full of diamonds, rain that burned, sinkholes that could swallow entire towns and spit out the chewed up remains a continent away. What happened to that little guy, Crypto? You didn't. But this was something different. Oh, oh no. Something Krypton had never seen before. I was a painfully quiet kid, avoided eye contact at all costs with anyone who wasn't my dog or parent. But in that moment, standing on the cusp of a story that would change everything forever, something inside me unlocked. Crypto, where'd I leave my bike? Across the Redlands, farmers' crops were dying. Animals were behaving strangely. All fishing had stopped in Kogo Lake. People were saying that the fire. Oh, maybe I should read it this way. This is a full page spread. All right, check that out. Kind of cool. I was into it. Across the Redlands, farmers' crops were dying, withering away overnight for reasons they couldn't explain. Animals were behaving strangely. Herds of zerts were seen stampeding themselves off cliffs. All fishing had stopped in Kogo Lake. People were saying that the firefalls had become a raging inferno and that the volcanoes of Olo, which had spewed gold for thousands of years, were covered with golden scabs. Pearl divers along the Dandahu coast were said to be floating to the surface, boiled alive. If something was sick inside the planet, it wouldn't make sense that the first people to feel the pain, okay, all kinds of bad stuff, would be the ones with their hands in the dirt. Well, that was really, I love these 2-page spreads. It's really nice. But according to the official Science League news feed, this was nothing unusual. Oh, look at that. Natural gas leaks, they said. An isolated problem. No cause for concern. A week after I went camping in the mountains, my class took the train to Candor for a field trip. Along the way, I started to put it all into writing, everything I'd seen across the Redlands. The words flowed out of me almost as fast as I could type them. Before I could think to stop myself, I'd submitted my story to the school's news board. By the time we reached Candor, the story had been removed from the board, all notes deleted remotely from my tablet, and an appointment set for my parents to see the school administrator. We'd never make it to that meeting. Welcome to the halls of high wisdom, children, where I imagine many of you hope to be working one day. Am I right? Who here wants to apply to the Science League when you're old enough? Well, come on, and let's see where Krypton's greatest minds do their work. Where are all the clerics? They're off doing official science business today. No more questions? Come on, children. Why would anyone want to work this far from the ground? No, I have to see them. Take your hands off me. Oh, that must be the father. You have to listen, damn it. I'm a geological engineer. I know what I'm talking about. Your lives are all in danger. Dad? Scientific heresy, threatening officers of the Law Guild. You don't know when to quit, do you, laborer? Let's go. You can't do this. I have to talk to the clerics. Dad? Cal? Dad, what's happening? Where are they taking you? Cal, get out of here. Go home. Tell your mother. Ah! Man, they shocked the crap out of that dude. I don't think I'd ever raised my voice before that moment. No, get away from my dad. Nothing in my entire life had seemed so clear. Ah! Get out of here. Get out of here, kid. Ugh. I was helpless. I watched and wept as they dragged my father away. After that, there was only one thing I could do. Mom! That's funny. Listen to me carefully, Cal. I want you with me for this. But if anything goes wrong, you get on your bike and you come back here as fast as you can. And you go straight into the garage and call for Soul, okay? Okay, who's Soul? Hello? Hello. I am Soul. How can I be of service? Never mind that now. Just do what I ask, Kal-El. What are you going to do, Mom? I'm going to get your dad back. That is a big-ass gun. And she's all fiery. The Central Law Guild office in Kandor. Jor-El, loudmouth miner from the Redlands. Yes, he's here, being held on suspicion of heresy. This his kid, the one who thinks he's a writer. We got some charges for him, too. Why don't you just both come with... Okay, she's blowing the crap out of him. Jor-El, where are you? Find him, Crypto. Ruff. One assailant and her dog. Gun appears to be fire some sort of projectile that... It's lava. Her gun shoots lava. Get the armor off me. Judgment has been expedited. The Luminarium declares guilty on all charges. Proceed to sentencing. Copy that. Commencing lethal injection. It's freaking brutal. They're just going to murder him? Straight up kill him for being a heretic? Krypton's not a very nice place if you go against the grain. All right. Holy. What is? Rough. Okay, he's got a cape, y'all. Crypto. Where's Laura? Don't tell me she... All right, some fighting, bombs, boom, boom. And dude, she is badass in that armor. Look at that. Holy shit. Guess the suit works. You're an idiot. Let's go home, my love. Wait. Where's Cal? Hey, tell me your login code, and I'll ask my mom not to shoot you anymore. My mother was that was funny. My mother was marching through the central law offices of Kandor, blasting away. The place should have been swarming with shock troops and judge generals. Why wasn't it? No law guildsmen, no clerics in their towers. Where were the ruling class of Krypton? Whoa. Starships? Since when do the clerics care about space? Oh my Rayo. Cal, we're leaving now, son. Cal, we're leaving now. All right, so they get on their bikes. The whole way home, I could see them trying to figure out the right words, the best way to break the news to me. In the end, they didn't need to. Cal, we've been keeping an awful secret from you, son. Something we didn't know how to tell you, but now, well, we're out of time. Because, son, Krypton is dying. Yes, but Cal, how did you know? And you want to shoot me into space to save me? Me all alone, wearing mom's spacesuit from when she was a kid? But I'm not going without you. Oh, Cal, you amazing kid. You're mostly right. We'd never shoot you into space by yourself. We're going to send you with the dog. Oh, no. They got a big-ass ship. Look at that. We're going together. Our cousins, our neighbors, as many Kryptonians as we can hold. I only wish the ship was big enough for the whole planet. But the Science League wouldn't even see you, Jor. It figures. They don't want to. They don't want to know what? They already know. What? They've been secretly building ships, pouring every resource they have into it. Enough ships to carry the upper class off-world. Only the upper classes. They don't want anyone else to know that the entire planet's going to... Where are you seeing this? The story's everywhere, all over the Luminarium. It just went live a short time ago. An uploaded directly from the Central Law Office Guild office in Candor. I guess that was a story that he wrote. So, where are we going? Central Kansas. Now, you know what that means. God, it's so sad. She's withering away day after day, and she never stops asking for her son. We tried contacting the next of kin. That's the thing. She doesn't have any. And according to her records, she never had any children. Angel, where did you go? Fly back to me, my sweet angel boy, back to where you belong. Next, the coming of the Omega Men. All right. So this is what I was trying to find at the beginning. It's all the way at the back end of this book. So Jason Aaron, writer, Rafa Sandoval, artist, Ulysses Areola, Areola. That's what I'm going with. Areola. Ulysses, man, I love your name. You got to help me with the last name. Maybe somebody out there knows what that is. And Becca Carey, letterer, Rafa Sandoval, and Ulysses Areola cover. So Mr. Ulysses here, he was all over it. Declan Shalvey, Christian Ward, Mike Perkins, and Mike Spicer, variant covers. I only have the one. Last Dust of Krypton Part 3, Boy from the Purple Prairie. Superman created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster by special arrangement with the Jerry Siegel family. Ash Padilla, assistant editor. Chris Conroy, editor. And then we have Aquaman stuff. So John Timms, because I'm not going to read this, but we can look at the artwork real quick. John Timms. It is absolutely stunning. That artwork is amazing. John, good job. Rex, loving the art, the color here. Letterers look good. Big old airplane crashing. All right, and then I'm not going to read the interview with Jeremy. And then we have Action Comics 1082 by Inaki Miranda. Very nice. And then on the back, we've got Creature Studios Commandos. All right. So we will pop back up. And now we've read it. What do we think about it? That took 18 minutes to get through the comic. It takes a lot longer to read them out loud than it does to read them to myself. So all of the Absolute books have been great. So, and I've read most of Absolute Batman. I think I'm one back. Absolute Wonder Woman, and I'm on number 3 of Absolute Superman, and they're all like on around 5 or 6 each right now. So almost all in for reading. And then we've got Absolute Flash and Absolute Martian Manhunter coming out pretty soon. But all of them have been really good. I think my favorite is Absolute Superman so far. Absolute Wonder Woman has been a lot of fighting, a lot of combat, and lots of really big swords. Pretty good. Absolute Batman, it's all right. It's all right. My least favorite, I think, especially number 3 and number 4. One of them was not good. But Absolute Superman is absolutely good. I really enjoyed it. The writing is good. Actually, the writing's pretty darn good. I like it. The artwork and coloring, lettering, they put together a really good book here. So, you know, this one I say thumbs up. And we're going to move on to number 4 here pretty soon, but not tonight. If you like this one, you know, like and subscribe, do all those things. Let me know if you want more of these, and I'll do them anyway. See you guys in the next issue.